welcome to another Out of the Woods adventure. We are on a quick little 3-day road trip, starting off at the southern end of the not California coast, the southern end of the Oregon coast, at one of my favorite spots called Natural Bridges. This place is amazing, and we have a really fun next couple of days in store as we go up the whole Oregon coast. The Oregon coast is easily one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world, as you'll see clearly from watching this video. When the weather is good and even when it's not, it's one of my favorite drives to do, and I can't recommend it enough. This place is so beautiful. Within this nearly 400-mile stretch of coastline, you'll see diverse landscapes from sandy beaches and dunes to rocky headlands like this, which are phenomenal, all the way to lush forest. And then of course you have your charming coastal towns and historic lighthouses all across the way, and all easily accessible via the 101. And although the whole coastline is beautiful really throughout the whole day, at sunset, as you can see here, is when it really shines. Also, if you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. We are a family of 4 that love getting out on adventures, whether it's road trips, hiking, whatever. This trip, we have all 4 of us, as well as a friend of my daughter joining us. So it's going to be a good trip. I'm excited to show you everywhere that we're going, and hopefully it inspires a trip of your own. So we left the house this morning in Seattle right at 7 a.m. and it is 5:30 right now, and we booked it all the way down. My goal to start off this weekend trip down here going up the Oregon coast was to get here for sunset, and we made it with like a half hour to spare, which was perfect because that was gorgeous with Angela standing up on this peak getting all those drone shots. That was amazing. Totally worth it. Now, time for the rest of our trip. We're gonna go back to a hotel tonight, and then we have a whole bunch in store for tomorrow and Monday. For most of our road trips, we love to camp. Partially for the fun of camping, but also because of the cost savings. But on this trip, we decided to get hotels along the way instead, just to change it up a little bit, with our first stay being in Brookings. And after a good night's sleep, we were back on the road early because we have a full day in store. But first things first, we have to find coffee, and we gotta have some good donuts or pastries. And this little bakery in Bandon did not disappoint. On the drive in yesterday, we had passed by this gas station that had a dinosaur out front, and so Asher couldn't wait to pass it again because he wanted to play with it.
Are you happy now?
So after getting to ride the dinosaur and getting some gas, we are back on the road, and our first stop today are the dunes just south of Florence. So one important thing when you're going to the sand, air down. Just like wheeling in the snow, gives you better traction and makes the ride smoother. Airing down is such a useful tool. Like I said, it makes the ride smoother, but also gives you a lot of extra traction. And then as far as what to air down to, it all depends on your setup as well as what the conditions kind of call for. For general forest roads, usually I air down to around 18 or so. For snow, I'll air down as low as 3 or 4. For sand, I think I'll go to 14. Seems like a good number. The Oregon Dunes National Recreational Area is the largest expanse of coastal sand dunes in North America. It stretches 40 miles along the Oregon coast and is so much fun for both off-roading, for ATVs, hiking, and sandboarding, which is a lot of fun if you've never done it. I've done it in the past. It's so much fun. I highly recommend it. But now the Jeep's all ready, let's hit the dunes. One really fun part about the dunes is that it's a great time to let your kids try out some driving without having to worry about them hitting other cars or people. It's also a wonderful memory maker. Turn, keep going. There you go. Now start to straighten out. All right, straighten out. now you're going back uphill. There you go. Hit the gas a little bit. I've let Kira drive in the past, but she's never got to drive by herself without being on my lap, so that was the very first time for her, and she did really well. And now it's time for Sydney's turn, and this is her first time ever driving. Which pedal's gas, which one's brake? Do you remember? No. So the big one on the left is brake. The one on the right is gas. So fully press the brake and pull the trigger on this and pull it back. Pull the trigger. There you go. There you go. And just lightly press. Start turning to the right so you don't hit that log.
You know, I thought it was going to be much harder to keep it at the same speed because I thought your foot would just lean into it, but it's kind of easy to control your foot.
It is. I'm happy to say for her first time driving, she did fantastic. All right, buddy.
I can reach the pedals.
Wait. Put your foot on the brake.
You have to put it in park.
And then put it back in park.
I just got out and it kept going.
I'm driving by myself. See, I can reach the pedals. Look. Okay, I need no distractions. Okay.
The girls did good.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going.
Good job, buddy.
Now start straightening out. Start straightening out. Start straightening out.
I was like turning.
He wants to do a donut.
Yeah, I want to do it too.
Alright, let's just go straight. Since they've all had their fun now, it's time for me to go have my fun and get off the beach and find the dunes. Well, that was an absolute blast. Unfortunately, we can't stay longer. I could be there all day doing that, for a few days doing that, but we still have lots to do today. So we're gonna air up, find some lunch, and then head up to the sea lion caves, which is pretty cool. The only downside of the dunes is that you will have sand coming out of your vehicle for weeks to come. One thing to keep in mind if you take this drive is don't trust what Google says for your timeline, because you are going to stop at views like this constantly along the way. It's just beautiful. You can't help but stop. But eventually we did make it up to our next scheduled stop, which if you're into marine life at all, you're going to love this. We are about to see a whole bunch of sea lions.
Ooh, it's tight. I'm glad we're on the edge. Look at that, guys.
We just got to the sea lion caves. I haven't been here in it's probably been a decade at least. So I'm really excited to go see it again and for the kids to see it because they've never been here before.
Are you a bunny?
The sea lion caves are located just about a half hour north of Florence. It's America's largest naturally formed basalt sea cave at 12 stories tall and as wide as a football field. And it's a year-round home to the sea lions. That's how big they actually are, dude.
That's what the lady said.
I want to hug a little.
They would eat you. They're called sea lions for a reason, dude.
I want to adopt the puss.
No way, Jose. Sea lions down there in the water.
Is there?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, I see him!
Actually, can you see that?
Do you see the sea lion in the water?
You know you're getting close to the sea lion cave when you enter this elevator. because it absolutely reeks of sea lion. But fortunately, you have 200 feet of a drop in the elevator to get acquainted to it before you're fully immersed in it. Besides the smell that does hit you when the elevator doors open, it's the sound of the sea lions. It's wild just how loud these things are. All right, I said there'd be interviews. What'd you think, Sydney?
I liked it, but it smelled bad.
It did smell bad. Kira, I got an interview question for you. Come here, Skivity. Even though she loves being in these videos, she always gets so shy when I pull the camera out.
My pants are going down.
I have questions for you. What'd you think of that? What'd you think? What'd you think? I need to know. What do you think?
Thanks.
What?
It stinks.
I can't see your face. What's your face say? I can't see your face. I need to see your lips moving when you talk to me.
It stinks.
Why are you covering your face? Crazy. Well, it was a pretty fun little stop. Cave is massive and it definitely stinks. And it's quite loud down there. No, you're not there yet, bud. You're not there yet. You have to get to the your engraving part. So keep going.
I should get that one.
So the quarters go on the left side. Then get the penny and put it on the right side. Push that in.
There you go.
All right, now crank. Crank.
Crank like crazy, go. Well, not that crazy. Oh my goodness.
Keep cranking, keep cranking. Use those muscles.
There
you go.
I want that one.
Let me see, dude. Dude, let me see it.
I want that one, Dad.
That's pretty cool, dude. A while ago, we started two traditions. One, anytime we see one of those penny smashers, we always do them. We have a collection of them at home, which is pretty cool. But then the other thing is that I always buy stickers only of places where my Jeep has been or driven, and that way I put it on my back table as a memento. So we just got to Devil's Punch Bowl, and this is a spot I've wanted to come to for a while and just never have. So perfectly fits into our afternoon, and with the afternoon light, should look pretty cool. I've wanted to stop and see this place for years and just never have made it happen. So I was really excited to finally get here, and I was also excited because I've seen photos and videos where people hike down into that cave, and it looks amazing. Unfortunately, what I didn't know is that the access to that takes quite a while to get to, and we just didn't have time, so I'll have to come back. So we just got to our hotel. We are in Lincoln City, and one of the great things about traveling in the off season is that you get rooms like this for not too much. That's pretty cool, dude. Maybe we'll play that tonight. What do you think? Oh, they have a bonfire pit? That's pretty cool, dude. What are those s'mores? We'll have to ask. Maybe they had s'mores. Ready to go to the beach, dude? How dare you, sir? Sir, I need a high five. Pronto. Yeah. For sunset, the girls wanted to stick around the beach there at the hotel. So me, Angel, and Asher got in the Jeep and went down to Cape Kiwanda, and I'm really excited to finally take in sunset at this beautiful spot. And also, I just want to mention, I love how many beaches in Oregon are allowed to be driven on. It's so much fun. And even though it was only a 10-minute drive to this beach spot, apparently we tuckered them out today. So we just got to Cape Kiwanda, and we're gonna head back over there and hopefully get some really cool shots. I just recently learned about this spot, and especially going here for sunset, because the light, as you can see here, shines into this little gap between that massive rock and the rocks that we're all standing on, and it was just beautiful. Now, if Angel could just get the courage to jump over to that rock for the frame that I want. The light ended up fading, so we didn't end up getting that photo that I was hoping for, but that's okay. It's a nice dog, huh, buddy? Because it was still an absolutely beautiful evening out here. And I'm so thankful that we get to have this experience, at least the three of us, and I'm sure the girls are having fun back at the hotel. You have to make the car noises. The car's making the noise, dude. One thing I didn't mention is that this trip took place in February, and this is really unique weather to have in February, especially on the Oregon coast, which is often just shrouded in clouds. So I'm so thankful for now 2 days in a row of just amazing, beautiful weather. And for waking up in places like this. Good morning. So we had a beautiful time enjoying sunrise from our ocean view room, which that's something we don't hardly ever get. So it's kind of a nice little treat to have that, and it wasn't even that expensive. I think we spent $140 for that hotel room, but that's the nice part about being off season. Now we have about a 2-hour drive to get up to Cannon Beach, and I'm gonna do some fun things there. First, I gotta find some coffee. That's the most important thing. Although we didn't have time on this trip, if you're driving through Tillamook, I highly recommend stopping at the Tillamook factory for some fresh cheese or ice cream. It's delicious. Unfortunately, we came through at like 9 in the morning, so they weren't open yet. But soon enough, we are rolling into Cannon Beach, and this is such a cool town. It's always a treat to get to visit here. So we just got into Cannon Beach. This is a really cool little town. The beach is beautiful, has a massive haystack, which is what the town is famous for. It's super quiet right now. It is Monday in the winter, which that explains it, but it's kind of nice. So we're gonna walk around town, let it warm up a little bit, get some lunch, and then we're gonna rent some trikes and go out on the beach. So that'd be kind of cool. We walked around for a little bit and then ended up checking out some shops as well. And while we were in there, we looked out the window and saw the girls carrying Astro like this. It was hilarious. After walking around for a little bit, we had built up an appetite, so we found one of the many good restaurants in town and enjoyed a really good lunch just in time to go trekking with our extra energy. Or so we thought. Well, that's a bummer.
Ice cream!
What was that, Kira?
Ice cream.
Do you want ice cream?
I think so.
Well, that was definitely a bummer. I was really looking forward to doing those bikes. I know Kira was looking forward to it. Right, Kira?
To the ice cream.
So, no bikes. It's a bummer. But instead, we're going to walk out onto the beach and just enjoy it that way. All right, your turn, Kira. Go for it. Do it.
Get wet. No, he won't. Let him do it. Let him do it. 3, 2, 1, go!
So close, but so far. And per Kira's wishes, we finally did get that ice cream. And this place has so much more than that, as you can see from the just candy everywhere. Definitely a place worth checking out when you're here. Sit down because you are in your moo era. Well, hi girls. How is the moo era going for you? Is it going very skibbity or is it very Sigma? No cap? Right here. It's pretty obvious what you got. Cotton candy. What'd you get, Sydney?
I got espresso.
Espresso madness. Buddy, cotton candy. Big surprise there, cotton candy.
Whatever.
And huckleberry something or other. Even though it's like 45 degrees out. It feels good in the sun until you get in the shade. Like right now, I think it's cold, but ice cream still tastes good. Especially after burning a couple calories walking on the beach.
A couple calories.
Literally. We thoroughly enjoyed that ice cream as we walked around town a little bit more, but then we got back in the Jeep because we have a little drive up to a hike called Elk Flats, and I am so excited to finally see this place at sunset. We're making our way out to the first little viewpoint. I think everyone's having a little sugar crash right now from that ice cream. They all fell asleep on the drive, the 15-minute drive from Cannon Beach to here, but we're making them go. It'll be worth it. They'll enjoy it. So we left that viewpoint. Now we're heading to the one that I'm most excited about, and we'll be there for sunset. And the kids, fortunately, have all woken up. So now they're having fun. Just had to force them into the fun because they did not want to leave the Jeep. Now they're just being crazy. What are you doing, dude?
Beep, beep, go ahead. Pass. You can pass me.
Like I said, they're awake now. Just took a little bit of time. Get past that sugar crash from the ice cream. What are you guys doing back there?
I almost fell and she goes, it's okay, I have wings.
feel your pain, buddy. I am also sad that the trip is done. Well, that was a beautiful sunset to end our trip and to end our video. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on this little Oregon long weekend trip. I hope maybe it might have inspired a trip of your own. And be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and be on the lookout for some future adventures.